Welcome to the Georgia Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the sign up for additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. And now I'd like to turn it over to our very first presenter from Baldwin Agricultural College.
Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin Sanson from Baldwin Agricultural College, better known as ABAC. I'm going to take these 6 minutes to tell you my 5 favorite things about ABAC. I'll start by using the website to walk you through these so that you can reference back to them at any point after our probe session. A little bit about ABAC in general is we're located in Tifton, Georgia, which is in the heart of South Georgia, above the Florida line. We are off of I-75. We are a state institution, 4-year institution. We're a smaller school, about 4,000 students. So we have those smaller class sizes with an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And the best way to experience ABAC is by visiting campus. And you can schedule a campus visit by visiting our website here. We are doing weekday visits and our preview days as well. And our first one, which we call Stallion Day, is on November 14th. But we'd love to see you on campus. So now my top 5 favorite things. My first thing is our variety of majors. I know agriculture is in our name, but we do go beyond agriculture. So we have 4 different schools here at ABAC, the first being the School of Ag and Natural Resources. We have our bachelor's degree in agribusiness, then agriculture with various different concentrations, environmental horticulture, agricultural education, which we are the only school in the nation that has a K-5 certification in ag ed, ag communication, and natural resource management. Then we have our School of Arts and Sciences with a bachelor's degree in writing and communication, an Associate of Fine Arts in music, history and government, which is for those of you interested in becoming a lawyer, that would be that pre-law track. Rural community development, which is a very unique program to ABAC, and that is for those helping professions like counseling, social work, psychology, things in that area. And then we have our bachelor's degree in biology. This pre-professional track is for those of you interested in going on to professional schools like medical school, vet school, dentistry school, etc. Health sciences for those of you interested in physical therapy, athletic training, things in that area. And then we have our core curriculum, so you can get your associate's degree of arts or science. Our School of Nursing and Health Sciences houses our Associate of Science in Nursing. We have both the generic track and the 1-year bridge track, and that would be if you're already an LPN or RN. The generic track is where most of you would fall. After you complete the ASN, you can do your BSN, and that is an online degree that takes only 1 year, so you can work full-time as a registered nurse while completing the BSN. And then we have our bachelor's degree in business. To learn more about any of those programs, you can just click on it and get a more detailed description and then some of the majors that are within that program. My second favorite thing about ABAC is the affordability. We are one of the lowest tuition rates in the state. So your tuition and fees for a full year is about $4,206. Your housing is about $6,400, and your meal plan is about $3,000. So if you total those up, you're looking at about $13,000 a year. These down here are more general expenses, and those can vary a lot and would be about the same no matter what institution you'd attend. So if you include those, you're looking at about $18,000 per year. My third favorite thing is our housing options. We have excellent housing here at ABAC. Freshmen live in ABAC Lakeside, and that is suite style housing. So you have the 2 and the 4-person option. And the 2-person has 2 separate bedrooms where you have your bed, desk, dresser, and closet, and then you share a bathroom and a kitchenette with your roommate. Your 4-person has 2 beds, 2 desks, 2 dressers, 2 closets, a shared bathroom, and then the shared kitchenette with all 4 roommates. Upperclassmen housing is apartment style. So there are 4 different bedrooms with 2 bathrooms, a full living room, and a kitchen. So anytime you live on ABAC's campus, you'll only share a bathroom with 1 other person, and parking is included in your housing costs, so no additional cost for a parking pass. My 4th favorite thing about ABAC is the student life. There's tons of ways to get involved on campus, and you can view a lot of those different clubs and organizations by going here. And so you have institutional clubs that serve the entire school, like the Stallion, which is our school newspaper, the Ambassador program. Then you have academically allied, so ones that have to do with the major that you're in. And so even though you're a nursing major, that doesn't mean you can't be a part of the agronomy club if that's something that interests you. And then inter-club councils, so clubs that are just general interest clubs. If you have an interest in beekeeping or gaming or any of the above, you can get involved there. We also have 2 fraternities and 3 sororities on campus, so if you're interested in Greek life, that still is an option for you. We also have intercollegiate athletics as well as intramural sports. And lastly, my favorite thing about ABAC is how simple our application process is. Most of you fall under freshmen, so I will go there. And you'll just scroll on down. Your first step is the online application at georgiafeatures.org. We do not have an application, so it's not have an essay, so it's a very simple application. And then submit your high school transcript. This is all we need in order to make a decision. We do have rolling admissions, so once we receive these 2 items, we'll be able to make a decision. And like most schools, we are waiving that test score requirement for the 21 semesters. We look forward to reviewing your application soon and chatting with you in the Q&A.
Thank you. Just a reminder to send in those Q&A questions at any time. And now we'll be hearing from Anderson University.
All right, well, my name is Baxter Morgan, and I'm one of the admission counselors at Anderson University. Thanks for joining us. I have Winton Stevens on with me as well, and he's in the chat answering any questions. So feel free to chat with us, and we'd love to answer your questions. So I'm excited to share a little bit about Anderson. We are a Christian liberal arts university that was founded in 1911, and we're located here in Anderson, South Carolina, and we're about 2 hours away from Atlanta and about 2 hours from Charlotte. So we are in about 45 minutes from Greenville, South Carolina. So we really feel like we're in a prime location and a great spot here in the upstate of South Carolina. We have over 2,600 undergraduate students, and about 1,500 of those live on campus. I do want to highlight what we consider our 4 pillars, and these are kind of defining characteristics about our institution. So they are great faith, great academics, great hospitality, and great purpose. So beginning with great faith, we are a Christ-centered university. Our faculty and staff are all believers. While not every student is a believer because we don't require a statement of faith, we do welcome everyone, but part of this is seen through our campus worship that we host every Wednesday morning. We also have several campus ministries that students can get plugged in with and get involved with. The second pillar I will touch on is the great academics. We really pride ourselves on being one of the best schools academically in the Southeast, and our classes are both challenging and fun, and so our students really are some of the brightest and best here at AU, and so we're proud of them. And our next pillar, great hospitality. Here at Anderson, we want you to feel welcomed, whether you're visiting campus as a prospective student or while you're here on campus. We want this to feel like it's your home and a place where you fit in and belong. From day one, we do this, for example, with our Welcome Week. This is a week where we're investing in our first year students and just helping them get acclimated and plugged in and get involved. And then the last pillar is great purpose. So here at Anderson, we want to not just provide you head knowledge to get a great job. We really want to instill in you this sense of purpose and calling. So we're going to capitalize on what your passions are and really help you find just this sense of calling in your career. So really taking this knowledge that you've learned at Anderson and using it to serve others. So I'm going to continue on with a few slides here. So as I said, academics is one of our pillars. And so I think these accolades and awards really highlight that. We're a growing institution and one of the fastest here in South Carolina. And so we're, and one of our biggest achievements is our largest enrollment class for this fall. So we're really excited about that. Our academics really stand out because of our professors. They are here because they want to teach undergraduate students, and they're dedicated to seeing you succeed in the classroom. And other ways that we're really investing in our academic programs are seen in our resources, our cybersecurity lab, our simulation labs for the health professions programs, and many other things. Some of our top majors are going to be nursing, education, business, the health professions, and some really unique ones like cybersecurity and interior design are really popular. And we are starting an engineering program in the next few years as well. We pride ourselves in small class sizes. A lot of you students like that, and we do too. So we really like to promote the small class sizes that you're going to get here at Anderson. And it allows you to connect with your professors, and they are there to help you out in any way that they can. So they're readily available, whether it's by phone, email, or in person. So know that they're here to help you to succeed and achieve. I will touch on some of our activities that we have. So whatever you're interested in doing, maybe it's student government, maybe it's intramural sports, maybe it's campus ministries, we've got it all. So you are gonna find ways to get plugged in and get invested. And just as a piece of advice, that's what I recommend no matter where you go to school, is find ways to get plugged in and get involved, because that's gonna help you transition well. Here at Anderson, we do put on a lot of activities throughout the year. And those are things like movie nights. For example, we showed Black Panther a few weeks ago. We also, as I mentioned, our Welcome Week is a really popular week. And one of the favorite nights is the West Fest. This is just a Western themed social event where students love to go. And usually every year we do have a bull riding contest. So that's a lot of fun there. Study abroad is really a popular thing for our students. So I tell students, if you want to study abroad, we'll help you get there. So you can do it for a year, you could do it for a semester, and you can go travel anywhere in the world. So we've got a lot of partnerships with organizations internationally, and we really promote that as well. And I do encourage you to come visit our campus, and we'd love to share some of our traditions. So our slide highlights some of those, like our white swings and the chocolate chip cookies. I'm not going to go into details because I want you to learn more about that. So you're going to have to come on campus to do that. I know a lot of you are interested in what the application process looks like. So this is it here. We have gone test optional, so check that out. And just to wrap things up, here's our social media accounts. So check those out to learn more about kind of the AU story. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Next, we will be hearing from Andrew College.
Hey guys, my name is Allie, and I'm going to, let's see, get my screen sharing going. Can y'all see my screen?
Looks good.
Oh Lord, let's see. All right, is the PowerPoint up?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Hey guys, sorry. My name is Allie. I'm an admission counselor for Andrew College. We have another counselor, Kara Tafoya, that's on with us as well, proctoring the chat box. So Andrew College is located in the southwest region of Georgia. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours south of Atlanta, approximately 45 minutes north of Albany, to kind of give you a reference. So pretty south. On the bright side, we're about 3 hours from the beaches. So for the weekend breaks where you don't have much going on, that's a good getaway. Here at Andrew, success starts here. So we are primarily a 2-year institution, and even though we are on the smaller scale of colleges, we still offer the full college experience. Our classroom sizes average between 14 to 25 students per class. 25 is typically the largest classroom size that we've ever had, and we can have the smallest classroom size between 2 to 3 people. Depending on the class, like if it's a music appreciation class. Most of our graduates move right into a 4-year institution, kind of like the ones you see listed. Kara, the one I said is proctoring the chat box. She's a graduate from UGA. She went right from Andrew to UGA. I went from Andrew to Georgia Southwestern. It really, because it is a smaller institution, really sets you up well for transferring to a larger college. So for financial aid, oh wait, that's too far. Lord, that's too far. There it goes. Okay. So on-campus improvements, that's better. We've had several improvements on campus lately. We have completed 4 residence hall houses that make up what we call Patterson Quad. We tore down an old resident building and then built a new one. And it is pretty much more of an apartment style building than your traditional dorm style. Along with that, we have also spent over $1 million renovating 2 of our other residence halls, Mitchell and Rhodes, and another $3 million in renovating classroom space that's attached to the main campus or the main building on campus. So a lot of improvements, a lot of changes. Students seem to love it. It's taken on very well. And the professors just love the new facilities, which makes it all kind of worthwhile. And we've also renovated our chapel as well. Moving on to our academic highlights. So I said earlier that we are primarily a 2-year institution, which means we do primarily offer associate's degrees. However, we are very proud that we have instituted a 4-year bachelor's degree program for business administration. And we are pending approval for this one, but we are expecting to be able to offer a bachelor's degree in elementary education come fall of 2021. So that's very exciting. More of our popular programs for our associate's degrees are things like nursing. We have a great engineering program, biology, anything pre-med, so health sciences, athletic training, criminal justice. And a cool thing too about our business program is our professors, most of them that are in the program, have prior knowledge of running a successful business on their own. So it's kind of cool to have a professor that has been there, done that, and you can learn from on a whole different level than, a normal professor. We have 10 total NJCAA varsity sports teams, 5 of which are men's and 5 of which are women's. So if you're interested in pursuing your sport after high school, you can always go on to our athletic section of our Andrew College website to learn more. Find out who your coach would be, email them, contact them, and figure out, when to come on campus. We can set up a tour, scholarship information, anything like that. You are encouraged to do that. So our admissions process has altered since COVID, and some changes have stayed permanent. You still apply online. That has not changed. You just go to andrewcollege.edu. It's the big apply online button. And then no application fees. We did change that during COVID. However, that is not going anywhere. That is permanent. We no longer have application fees. We do require the student to have a minimum of a 2.0 GPA. And much like other institutions that I've already said prior to me, we are optional for SAT and ACT scoring for fall of 2021. Some of our academic scholarships that we do offer are going to require them, but it's not going to be, it's not our popular scholarships, I should say. So for financial aid, though we are a private school, we do still have federal and state financial aid options. So for instance, Hope Scholarship, if you are eligible for that, Zell Miller, as well as the Georgia Tuition Equalization Grants, pretty much the same for everybody. It's just what you are eligible through FAFSA. Institutional scholarships, you can see them listed here. I do want to touch on one. It's our Pitt Scholarship competition. It's a 2-day competition where 4 winners are selected, 2 of which have a full ride scholarship opportunity, and then the other 2 have a half scholarship opportunity. So where tuition is covered, room and board is not. Still, it's a pretty great gig. And to wrap up, here are our preview days. We have one coming up this month, 2 next month, one being virtual, one on campus. And if you would like to scan the barcode for more additional information, I would highly encourage that as well. But other than that, I am all done, and I will get back to you, Miss Anna.
Thank you. Just a reminder to send in any Q&A questions you have. And now we'll be hearing from Appalachian State University.
Let's unmute myself. There we go. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining from Boone, North Carolina. My name is Heather Edwards, and I'm one of our assistant directors of admissions from Appalachian State University. I'm an admission counselor and an alumna of Appalachian, and so I'm really excited to talk to you guys a little bit more about App State as an institution today. So to highlight a little bit more about App State, where are we located? We are located in Boone, North Carolina. We are one of the public schools within the state. If I can get out of this, that will be great. There we go. So if you're thinking about the state of North Carolina and where we're located, so we are about 4.5 hours away from Atlanta, Columbia 2.5, and Charleston about 5 hours. To give you a glimpse, we are in the mountain regions of the state of North Carolina. So with Boone, North Carolina, we have a beautiful mountain town that is such a college town and college town feel when you're coming to our university. We're enjoying the fall leave season right now in our university and the surrounding area. But outdoor adventures is something that our students are drawn to. If you're thinking about the size of the institution, as one of the public schools within the state of North Carolina, we're about 20,000 students in total enrollment. We have 18,000 undergraduate students at Appalachian. And so some student facts here on the screen for you. Majority of all of our first year students do live on campus their very first year. We have 20 residence halls on campus with some new ones that have just opened and some new ones on the way as well. If you're thinking about the average academic ranges as high school students, we do have our middle 50 percentile, or about 50% of our admitted students, with these test score ranges as well as GPA ranges for a weighted GPA. So just to give you a sense of our academic ranges, but we'll talk a little bit more about the admissions process in a second. But in terms of academics at Appalachian, we have over 150 majors. So listed here are our different colleges associated with our university. If you would like to scan this QR code, you're more than welcome to use your phone to do that, to see all of our different majors, including concentrations within majors. But once again, some popular majors were known within the field of education. We have a full college of education. Other popular majors include majors in sustainability. We also have psychology, sociology, biology, so many different ones. So if you wanted to look further, over 150 majors, check out that QR code or visit our majors website. Now, to talk a little bit more, for example, our Walker College of Business is one of the largest college of business in the state of North Carolina, just to give you some examples. But no matter what academics that you choose within Appalachian, our average class size is 28. And our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. So you're really getting to the best of both worlds. Big campus opportunities with a small campus feel. When you're coming onto campus, our student to faculty relationship and faculty mentorship is something that I valued as a student at App. I got to dive in as a psychology major, but I definitely loved our experiences to get to know faculty members. And I still hang out with faculty members to this day, but just to give you a glimpse into the big campus opportunities at Appalachian, we do have over 400 student clubs and organizations. And the very first week of campus, we have Club Expo, so you can get to know all these different clubs and organizations, whether that's community focused, maybe it's multicultural groups or religious groups. We have intramural club and club sports. We have sororities and fraternities on our campus. We definitely have our varsity athletics as well. So we are Division I in varsity athletics, and we're definitely most known for football probably, but that definitely helps when you have a national ranking football team. So coming to a game as a student is something that I always enjoyed. But then also if you're thinking about terms of cost. So for out of state and in-state, we have listed here for one academic year. This includes tuition and fees for all of the academic year. It includes our standard room, living on campus, and a meal plan, and then also our textbook rental program at App, which is definitely a cost saver for our students. So if you come to one of our campus visits or maybe our fall open house on October 17th, you'll learn more about these programs. Then what about the application process? So for our application process, we're through the Common Application. So that is how you apply to App State, is through the Common App. We do need that online application, so simply meaning you're hitting submit on the Common App. Then we have that $65 application fee or fee waiver if you qualify for your fee waiver. Test scores with an asterisk. So with test scores this year, the public schools within the state of North Carolina did rule that we have a test waiver option for 2021. So our current seniors that are applying. So this is an optional material for you guys if you're applying this year. Then also transcripts, we'll need to see that high school transcript and college transcript if you're dual enrolled in any college courses. But we also realistically holistic review process. So we also look at our optional materials through the Common App. What about in deadlines? So we work on an early action timeline. So November 1st is that deadline that you really want to aim for, but come to one of our admission sessions to learn a little bit more. And if you need to reach us, please visit admissions.appstate.edu to find out more, including our open house that is virtual this October 17th. But thanks so much for talking to me, and I'll hand it over.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Arcadia University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michaela Mitchell with Arcadia University, and I'm also the admissions counselor for the entire state of Georgia, as well as a few other states as well. Proctoring the chat is Romer Acosta, one of my colleagues here. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into Arcadia University, and yes, the picture that you're seeing is an actual castle on our campus. So Arcadia is a small private liberal arts private school right outside of Philadelphia. We're in a town called Glenside, and what I mean right outside of Philadelphia, I definitely mean it. We're 10 minutes over the Philadelphia border with 2 buses and a train that goes into the city. So you get that smaller area feel with the access to the city and all the amenities that comes with that. We are roughly 2,100 students in total, and which really gives students a chance to know their professors. With that 12-to-1 student-teacher ratio. You get to know them, understand how they teach, and really build these relationships that can help you further your academic career, your graduate career, all types of different things, and even moving forward in the workforce as well. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is that we're a small school that packs a punch. So we have over 65 fields of study, that's majors, minors, and a lot of our students actually double major or major and minor or major and double minor there. So there's lots of options for students because we believe in the versatility and that individualized options for our students, because just because you're a psychology major does not mean that every psychology major is the same. One of the really great things about the majors and minors that we have is we do have many pre-professional programs that'll set you up for those next stages of life. So if you're interested in some of our programs such as pre-physical therapy, pre-PA, our forensic science and things like that, we do have a short admission tracks with that. And we're top ranked in the nation for those, with our physical therapy program being top 25 in the nation and our PA program being within the top 50 in the nation as well. So lots of options, but you can still, if you want to paint or if you would like to do international business, we have all these things as well. So another big thing is that there's always different opportunities for you to get involved and kind of see campus and do different things. So we have 26 Division III teams, and we just added on ice hockey that's coming fall 2021, track and field, and esports was added last fall. So if you're interested in some of these programs, you know, our coaches are actively recruiting for those as well as many others. But if you're not really into sports or you don't want to be competitive about it, we have 60 clubs and organizations, everything from Puerto Remo, our Latin dance club, to our Future Business Leaders of America, to all different types of things, whether it's academic-based, faith-based, or just for a little bit of fun. And of course, we have an equestrian team and our ultimate Frisbee team, which are both intramural sports as well. And a huge thing for us being a little bit further away than most people would drive, we have guaranteed housing for all 4 years. So you don't have to worry about, am I going to be pushed off a campus or anything like that, with lots of different options for you to kind of choose from. We have a traditional style, we have suite style, and for our upperclassmen, we also have apartment style living as well. And one of my favorite things to talk about with Arcadia University is we are nationally ranked for the last 10 years for study abroad participation. And what's really great about that is you're going to Arcadia centers across the world with Arcadia faculty teaching you amazing things or getting you involved in different things. So 80% of our students end up using their passport before they graduate, and we do a great job of making it affordable and easy for students to access. We do programs as short as 1 week, so our preview program where you spend 7 days in another country, or as long as a full year. And we also have abroad internships and research opportunities, like working with Parliament in London, or being a part of an Australian reality TV show and working on that. So lots of different options for students who are interested. And then, of course, what do you need to apply? Arcadia's application is free, whether you apply on the Common App or our Arcadia app on our website. High school transcripts or college transcripts are definitely a must, and one letter of recommendation from a school counselor or a teacher. We are test optional, but not just for the fall 2021 application cycle, but continuing on. There are a few catches to that, but you can find that all on arcadia.edu/test optional. But we have different options for essays, resumes, and things like that. We're a holistic review process, so definitely send everything you got. At look at it all, even if you don't want to submit those SAT or ACT scores. And that's all I have. My information is mitchellm@arcadia.edu. So if you have any specific questions, definitely reach out. And we're also having an open house October 15th, and you can go register for that online open house on our website. We also have another date coming in November as well. And I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you. Lastly, we will be hearing from the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and a reminder to send in any Q&A questions.
Perfect. Thank you guys for joining today. So I want to thank you for joining and taking the time to attend this presentation. My name is Kaylee Havens, and I'm the Interim Assistant Director for Admissions and Regional Recruitment here at UAB. I'm based out of the Atlanta area, and I'll be your point of contact for any questions that you might have. So to get started, UAB is an urban campus located in the heart of Birmingham, Alabama. Our campus spans over 100 city blocks, but our undergraduate portion is only 19 blocks of the city. So we are a mid-sized institution with just over 22,000 students, but a little bit less than 14,000 undergraduate students. Birmingham is a city that's going through a lot of growth and revitalization, and it's a great time to be a part of this city. You'll hear our students say that the city is their classroom, and that's because there are so many opportunities provided to them as a result of being a part of this city and being the only school in the heart of the city. We also offer many experiential learning opportunities for our students. We're a top-tier research institution, and over more than half of our undergraduate students participate in research each year. So you can actually start research as a freshman and continue that on throughout all 4 years. We also have 5 hospitals located on our campus, including a children's hospital, a veterans hospital, a cancer research hospital, and a VA hospital as well. And our UAB hospital is the 3rd largest public hospital in the country. With all the growth in Birmingham, we've also seen a rise in the business community, which has provided a lot of opportunities for our students who are not interested in the medical field. So UAB is a founding partner of the Innovation Depot, which is the largest small business incubator in the South. And through this partnership with our city, we've actually seen 60 students graduate as CEOs of their own company here at UAB. If you've heard of us, you've probably heard of us for our health sciences, but we also offer other incredible programs. In our College of Arts and Sciences, we offer several joint school of medicine programs, including our newest major, cancer biology. We're the only school in the United States to offer that at an undergraduate level. You can also find musical theater, digital forensics, criminal justice, just to name a few in this college. Our Colat School of Business opened a new building in 2018, and it offers several unique programs, including industrial distribution with a concentration in medical equipment and supply distribution. Our School of Education has produced 6 out of the past 9 Alabama State Teachers of the Year, and it also houses kinesiology. So anyone who might want to do exercise science or athletic training, you can actually get a teaching certificate and come back to the state of Georgia if you're interested in teaching in Georgia. We offer 6 engineering programs, including biomedical, civil, electrical, materials, and mechanical engineering, in addition to our newest major, engineering design. And all 5 of these actually have a 5th-year master's option if you're interested in pursuing that after your undergrad graduation. Our School of Health Professions offers healthcare management and biomedical sciences. And one of my favorite schools, our School of Health, our Public Health, focuses on just that. It focuses on the public health. So it's raising awareness and prevention, and it's a really popular program for pre-med students. And it also includes a 5-year master's degree. And our School of Nursing is ranked top 15 in the country, and we offer a Dean's Nursing Scholars Program, where if you have a 3.2 high school GPA, a 25 ACT, or a 1210 SAT, you'll actually get a guaranteed spot in our School of Nursing as a freshman. So if you'd like to learn more about these programs, I'm happy to answer those during the Q&A portion, or if you want to set up a virtual visit with me. And UAB has an honors college that we really like to have advertised to students. If you have a 28 ACT, a 1320 SAT, or a 3.5 GPA, you'll automatically be admitted into the personalized pathway, but you can also apply in if you happen to be under those requirements. And we have 3 specialized options for students, including a STEM, global and community leadership, and also a university honors program. Those will require a separate application process and an interview process. We can't talk about all the nitty-gritty without getting into the fun. We do have Division I athletics, so your football, basketball, baseball. We also have 26 Greek organizations, study abroad, where you can actually visit every continent. And we also have 300 plus clubs and organizations that you can be a part of. So it's a very thriving student life as well. And if you're interested in applying to UAB for fall 2021, our application's already open online. You can apply via the Common App or on our website. All you need is to submit the application, your $40 application fee, and send us your transcript. We're extremely excited to announce that we are now test optional for spring, summer, and fall 2021. So when you're applying, you can actually have the option of saying that you don't want to send your test scores for consideration. And if you choose to do that, we will just use your high school GPA and your rigor of curriculum for your admissions consideration. We also offer guaranteed out-of-state scholarships. So if you see your GPA here in your test score that's on this chart, the annual amount will be guaranteed every year for the next 4 years. If you've chosen not to submit your test score, we will use a combination of your rigor of curriculum combined with your GPA to determine your scholarship level. But we also offer hundreds of scholarships that are not tied to your GPA and test scores. So you can actually go into our scholarship hub, Be Smart, once you're admitted. You have until February 1st of your senior year to apply for over 140 different scholarships that are not tied to your GPA and test scores. And we'll stack these with our guaranteed scholarships and with your financial aid package as well. We are currently offering on-campus and virtual visits. These on-campus visits do fill up fast because we have made some changes just to keep our prospective students, current students, and faculty and staff safe. So you can schedule that visit online using the link provided here. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me directly and I'd be happy to answer any of those. Hope you guys have a great night.
Thank you. So thank you all for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to check out the full sign-up for additional sessions. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings. And we have a couple of minutes left, so if any of the presenters have anything else they'd like to share, I can throw it back to you guys.
The ABAC scholarship application is open for the 21-22 school year. So you just have to be accepted to apply, and the application is on our website, abac.edu/funding.
All right, if there are no more Q&A questions and no one has anything else to share, I'll just say goodbye to everyone. So stop me now if anyone wants to jump in, but thank you all for attending. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Bye now.